What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age. We are in the Frostback Mountains. We are starting the quest, a paragon of her kind. I think this is the dwarves. I think we're about to start the dwarves. Or to start the dwarf. We're about to recruit the dwarves. I enchanted my dagger in between episodes. And I gave stuff to the allied people in our camp. So our dagger is electric. Oh, and I also actually emptied out my inventory, so we actually have space. And I know I said I was going to get rid of Alistair, but like not have him go with us, but it just kind of felt weird without him, so. Okay then.
Most traders aren't allowed into Orzammar, so they just sort of gap.
Thank the Maker, my brother and his family made it out of Lothering. He said that the Darkspawn attacked it the very next day.
Command an army to himself all of Ferelden. King Loghain will not.
Vieta! This land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care.
Isn't Loghain the bad guy?
Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idu can return to the stone.
Oh, I didn't read that. I'm sorry.
Sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The Grey Wardens need their traditional dwarven allies.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Run to your false king. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Atrost Vala, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness
anything complimentary to be said about these people.
I love dwarven culture. Like any game. Look, come on, I can't get up there. Look at that. It's so cool. That's one thing I really wish in Skyrim was a little different, that we could actually find like dwarven or you could play as a dwarf. Just dwarveners are just so bad. Dwarves are badass. Like, they're bad to the bone. And then you get into their engineering capabilities, it's insane.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harriman was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Do not speak that way about the man who should be king! Atrasvala.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Dwarvern, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
I need aid against a blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Harriman hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
What must I do to prove my good intentions?
Harriman has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harriman's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
Just tell me where to go.
Harriman promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Oh, excuse me, two Assembly members. Desher is their formal title. Harriman can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
I will find Lady Dace and Lord Helmy right now.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Onward. To find the lady, I already forgot her name.
News of the hour. Support Lord Harriman at your own peril.
Lady Dace.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
Yes, I am Jack.
It's fascinating the surface has an entire order dedicated to fighting darkspawn. Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It must be much harder to find them.
Are you Lady Dace?
I am. And what business would you have with me?
You might want to look at these papers.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Where is he? I will bring these to him.
He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient Tig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
I'll go tell him.
Thank you. He was searching an old Hadouken site. He left me with a map in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually no one is allowed past the front lines. Good luck.
deep roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel.
What's this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
I am looking for Lord Dace's patrol.
I see you have his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts have pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Actually, they've made their move on the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except at...
Except during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
I should go.
Best of luck.
To the deep roads. We are coming up on our first enemy. Death to the Darkspawn. How did Alistair just die out of combat?
Is it just me, or did I do really badly back there?
Yeah, you died out of combat, Alistair. Come on, be more like Artemis and Morgan. You guys know what I just realized? So I hit A, and then I auto attack, and I just have to do my abilities. So I've been fighting basically this entire time completely wrong. Yay, we got a bag of limbs. You know, that's exactly what I wanted, always. I've never wanted anything less.
Task complete. On to the next.
Like, who doesn't want a bag of limbs? I know I sure do. And in no way am I being sarcastic in any sense. I don't know. Get him. Get him. Man, Darkspawn are easy. What is that a dinosaur? I didn't know dinosaurs were in this game. What if when we fight the Darkspawn, because I feel like they, I feel like the Darkspawn are kind of like zombies in a sense, where they bring people back to life as Darkspawn. They're reincarnated. What if Duncan is reincarnated as Darkspawn? Oh, I want the blackout armor. That looks cool. Lord Dace. Excuse me.
I think it thinks we're supper.
And that would be why you wouldn't let me talk to them. Yeah, I didn't know there was going to be velociraptors in this game.
I don't think that's the last of them. Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
So there's even more.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Dace. So what's a human doing out here anyway?
You should look at these papers.
I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrowmont, but... the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune.
Will you tell your daughter not to vote for Lord Harrowmont?
We will certainly not support a man who would use my family like that. I will tell everyone I know what a wretched trick Harrowmont tried to play. I must return now. My men need healing and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us?
Sure. Safety's in numbers, right?
And let us reach Orzammar before more beasts find our scent.
A cone of lightning. So now we must find the other guy, right? So now we must take the notes to the other guy. Let's see. And I guess he's in the taverns? So I'm assuming that'll be in the comments. Let's go to the comments. So I'm assuming that the bars and stuff will be this way. So that's the proving ground.
Wow. So this is Orzammar. It's you.
Ancestors guard my son.
Filled
What is that spell?
let's see if Tapster's Tavern. We'll have our guy.
Told him I don't understand why the Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
You know me, world travels fast.
You don't get far as the youngest and most outspoken member of the Assembly without keeping an ear to the stone. I heard there was a Grey Warden in town. No offense, but you kind of stand out.
Your views on cast must be controversial in the
Very good.
Assembly.
I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at Tapster's. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the casts are even necessary.
So you get to vote on the next king.
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting
I
for?
doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
I have news. Harrowmont is double dealing you and Lady Deus.
Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And they'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
You're just doing what you think is right. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
Oh, there we go. So now we go back to what's-his-face. What's up there, Vartag?
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrowmont is. Good job. So you were serious about wanting to help us. Are you ready to meet Balin now?
I am ready. Take me to him.
I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
I am impressed, Warden. Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzammar's rather convoluted politics. I am Prince Balin. Vartag told me of your efforts against the usurper who tried to claim my father's throne.
I take it you're not too fond of Harrowmont.
Harrowmont spent his life in the Assembly. He only knows how to lead through compromise and capitulation. That's not what Orzammar needs. The Darkspawn are massing for a blight. The land's topside have been torn apart. We need a strong leader now, someone who can stand up to the Assembly. Someone who will rule, not persuade.
And you're that man.
Do you expect modesty? That is no valuable trait for a king. This is a time for action, not cultured debate. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil.
Then you will honor your agreement with the wards?
Absolutely. And sworn on the mail of my ancestors, as soon as Orzammar is united under my rule. Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos.
How can I help you take the throne?
You have struck a blow against Harrowmont already, and I thank you for that. But there is another faction in play here. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the Carta of Criminals she runs?
No, not really.
They're a gang of criminals, mostly casteless, led by a repulsive slug of a woman named Jarvia. They paid off numerous guardsmen to build their power. They know Orzammar is divided now and has no time for them. It's made them bold. If I show the city I can eliminate such a threat, well, let's just say my position would be stronger.
And let me guess, you want my help?
I'd never ask for such a thing, but if you do eliminate Jarvia and her thugs, you would have my gratitude. And my promise that as king, I will send as many troops as you need to fight the Darkspawn. Unfortunately, I have little information on Jarvia. Her base of power is in Dust Town, the lowest part of the city, and my men have few sources there. Maybe the casteless will talk more freely with a stranger.
I'll go look for her right now.
And I will wait eagerly for your return.
Phelan has corrupted the Warden. End it for Harriman.
Your time to die!
Okay. Right. Next.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about this Jarva?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dust Town. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dust Town, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What do you have for sale?
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you. Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
Ooh, yep.
That's they used to be a problem only in Dust Town.
What do you know about her, Carta?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
I should let you get back to work.
May you walk in the footsteps of paragons.
Alright, so that's the proving grounds. Jannar Erdemonis.
Enemies approaching. Join with Phelan. We can't allow it.
poor people live.
Warden senses there's a rich one. Get 20 for their kids. You would cut them out of
Alright, we've been in this town for not even 10 seconds, and we're already getting attacked by thugs. I don't think that this is... I think this is the ghetto. This is the ghetto equivalent of the dwarven.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dusttown. Help a poor cripple.
And what will you give me in exchange?
What are you looking for?
Do you know a woman named Jarva?
Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
Where can I find her?
Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
Where do I find one of these tokens?
Can't help you there, Salrocca. The Carta members keep them real tight. But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little.
I'll give you 10 silver. Take care of yourself.
I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Spare a bit for the needy? Please, it's not for me, it's for my child.
Okay, so that's one of the doors that you need the bone things for. This place seems important. It is, I can't even go in here. Maybe in this one over here? That's the suspicious door. Can't go in there. Can't walk through there. Maybe here?
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
What do you know about Jarva?
Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions.
I'm looking for the Carta's
Only
base.
Jarvia's men know all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof, gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough, and you'll see. Now you want to buy something, or are we done?
Never mind, I was just leaving.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so gotta stare at this door. Maybe I talk to this guy.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes, I did.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
No, that doesn't happen.
Yes. When my doll left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
I have to go now.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Remember, guys, don't go fall into the sky when you go back up there.
What do you wish of me? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will.
Never mind.
Well, if it isn't my favorite overly tall but generous visitor. How can I be of assistance?
Never mind, I should get going.
Then. Don't mind me. All alone here. Not 2 bits to my name.
I'd bring you with me if I could.
Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
One of the options is, get a job.
What information?
I could help you if you
I
have
don't
some
know
information.
Unless you want the names of every mining family in Orzammar. That's what I was. Before.
So you don't know anything about Jarva.
I know people are scared of her. I'm sorry I don't know more. I haven't been down here long. I still don't know how to do it, really. How do people live like this?
What's wrong?
My name is Erlinda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors curse me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right.
What happened?
I fell in love. He seemed so exotic, you know, tough and smart, and never had to bow his head to anyone. He was casteless, and I know he was just trying to father a higher caste child so he could petition for status. But our child was a son, casteless like his father. My parents disowned me and stripped my caste from me. Unless
She's got
I agreed
big
to
ass
abandon
lips.
the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Maybe I could reason
You
with your
would do
family.
that? But why?
I don't like to see a child
And
suffer.
I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapsters in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise. You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
Oh, sorry, I haven't asked
Wait
yet.
as long as it takes. There's
I was gonna
nowhere
give
else for
her
me to
the
go.
money, but I guess I can't. Okay, so what do I do? So it seems like I've talked to everyone. Oh, I even went in this. Aha.
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Enemies approaching.
Man, if only these enemies actually could, like, do something to me.
Don't kill me! Sorry, ancestors. What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon.
I am an
Sweet bloody
archdemon.
stone, look at them all.
Tell me how to find Jarvia, or you join them.
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Will you let me go now?
Yes, and you will want to be a Jarvius when I get there.
Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person. How do they say it?
The ancestors have shown their favor.
Bless you.
Get wrecked. Put fingerbone token in the slot. The door unlocks. Well, my most powerful slaying is an arcane horror. I do 43% of the damage, our party damage. I'm a beast. An absolute beast.
What's the password?
Jarvia sucks lizard eggs.
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
I sense something drawing near. As you wait.
Absolutely destroying them.
It's your time to die.
Would seem we are not alone.
Dodge the tripwire from one of my. Yep. Good job. Good job, Artemis. Good job. Let me know down below if you want me to knock out a lot more of these, like, cut out a lot more of these battles that are a lot of the same. Alright, I genuinely cut out, like, if it's an area where I'm just battling basically the same thing over and over again. Alistair's sucks ass. Like, he's pretty bad. I gave him a high damage weapon and he died, and he keeps dying with it. Someone give me a longsword. Of course, no one's gonna give me a longsword. I'll get him a sword and give it back to him.
Danger approaches.
Right. Let's get started.
Too easy.
Right. On it.
Death to the Carta thugs.
Get started. Right. Do it. Right. On it. Let's get started. This should be easy. Let's get started. As you wish. On it. Task complete. On to the next.
I didn't get a chance to see what that was.
Finished.
I think that was a frost. Come on, someone give me something that's one-handed. I mean, at least I'm getting bank. Like, I'm getting a bunch of money. So what is in this door?
Gordon senses tingling.
More thugs.
As you wish. This should be easy enough.
Backstab. He's gonna die. I guess I'll take care of this guy. Come on, sword. Just let me have one of these swords. Come on, game. My boy needs a sword. Okay, sword. You know what? It's an axe. It'll work. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Ooh, damage 7.8. Hold on. Okay, so he can have it with this. And now he should be happy. Maybe he won't die every 10 seconds now. Still could use the longsword. A good longsword for him. Alright, now we just work our way back.
Enemies approaching. On it. Only one shall stand. Right. On it.
And I'm stunned. And backstabbing damage is a wonderful thing. And he turned around. Look at Alistair actually doing something now. So proud of him. I didn't know how to get around. Oh, I guess I could have disarmed it. Through the metal door. Guess go right.
I sense something drawing near.
Is that an assassin? Carta assassin. Maybe I should start using the stealth thing. Seems kind of OP.
I sense something drawing near.
This guy's the same size as me. This is a Quinary. I thought the Quinary had. I thought the Quinary were the people from like Dragon Age Inquisition with the big old horns, like Iron Bull. If anyone's played it, you know who I'm talking about.
Right. On it. Right. This is easy enough. Let's get started.
I guess we accidentally selected Artemis. We'll pet him. I have, by the way, I have something very special in the works for you guys. Should be coming out here soon. That's all I'm gonna say. It's something crazy. It's definitely a little different from what I have been doing. Oh, Artemis leveled up. Alistair's about to die. Alistair died. I want to decapitate someone. Get him, Artemis.
What do you need?
You suck. That's what I need you to do. Stop doing that. Alright, let's go through this door. And
That wasn't so bad.
oh. Imagine locking a door just for it to get lockpicked. Oh, saving content. Normally that means we're going the right way.
So Balin finally realized his throne means nothing if he can't hold it, yet he still doesn't bother to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen.
You're awfully cocky for someone whose entire Carta is dead.
You'll pay for their deaths 100 times over. Kill them! But leave the mouthy one alive. I have plans for him.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
On it. Is it just me or do you actually think you have a shot?
Ow, this strap hurt. Come on, get back up. I wish it didn't take as long for me to get back up as it does. Rogue versus rogue. Get wrecked. And there's another trap. What am I in now? There's not even a trap there. Morgan, help.
Trap.
We're gonna level up. Ooh, whirlwind. Let's do that one.
Idle time is wasted time. Let's get on it.
That's cool. Spiked Mall. Ooh, pushback strikers. Yes, please. So, I think we'll be able to have those on. Oh, yeah. Definitely putting those on. That was it. That was easy.
Finished. Task complete.
Hey, and look, stuff for the sponge. No, sponges soak up. He just falls over. What's in this door? Is this the way out?
It is done.
Carta's shop. We're gonna come up behind that one guy.
God! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall!
That hole leads to a tunnel in the Carta's hideout.
It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia.
Don't worry about it. Jarva's dead.
How? Did you... You did, didn't you? You killed her, and then you climbed out of there into my shop. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it.
Okay. Bye. Have a good time. Nothing to see here. Nothing at all. I didn't do it. Someone else did. I think we gave that man a heart attack. He was very surprised to see us come out of the wall behind him.
travels relies on Warden.
News of the hour. Lord Balin, endorsed by the Grey Wardens. Darkspawn, already running in fear.
That's a good one. Darkspawn, already running in fear. Chamber of the Assembly. So I guess we go through here.
The Assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Desher's lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough. The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
I'm so confused. I thought those guys were on our side. I guess I'm not supposed to go in there anymore. I guess we go into the royal house. Or, sorry, royal palaces. Yeah, this is where we came out of. I want the royal guard armor for the dwarves. Vartag, my homie.
Well, you've simply outdone yourself.
I wish I could have a beard like that.
How someone finally went through Dusttown and slaughtered the Carta like genlocks.
I did what they deserve to die for their crimes.
Everyone in Orzammar agrees. You have done the city a great service. I promise as soon as I take the throne, I will send the troops you need.
Then I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the throne.
I was hoping you'd say that. Killing Jarvia brought me greater favor. But to truly displace Harrowmont, we'll need something dramatic enough to end the debate forever. What do you know of the Paragon Branca?
Who?
She is a paragon, a girl of the Smith caste who rose to nobility for her brilliant inventions. 2 years ago, she heard of something the ancients created. It inspired her to leave everything behind and venture into the deep roads. She is the only paragon in 4 generations, and she turned her back on her responsibilities. A paragon is like an ancestor born in this time. If she returned, her vote would outweigh the entire assembly. Anyone with her support could take the throne unchallenged.
So you hope to bring her back to endorse you for the king?
I hope you will bring her back to endorse me as king.
I'll leave right now to find her.
You have my thanks. Seek her in Caridin's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return.
Alright, on that note, thanks everyone so much for watching. We're done with another episode. It's one of those kind of boring, it would be a filler episode in TV, I feel like. But, you know, these are a necessity in games, so I will see you in the next episode. Bye!